the education system and the things that we've been taught and the things that we've been programmed to believe has set us up for failure. Hundreds of years later, we still have the same system that was designed to walk you through, to teach you nothing, just to prepare you to go work in the factories. Well, there's no factories anymore. There's just only jobs. I left corporate America, and I say this because I know, and I've seen some of your posts that's talking about how you just recently quit your job to build your business. That's scary, right? So I remember it's been 20 years, 22 years. 20 years ago, I did that. I left corporate America. I was 27 years old. It was 20 years ago. And I had no idea how to build a business. All I knew was that I had learned that it's going to take 2 to 5 years in order to turn a profit. So I went into business thinking, okay, we're just going to thug this out for 5 years, and I'm just going to struggle for 5 years, and I'm just going to bootstrap my way to the top for 5 years, because that's what I had been taught in business magazines. That's what I saw in the media. That's what I've been taught. Like in business school, I didn't understand that the things that we've been taught was a lie, right? Another thing, right? Just a whole nother lie. And so the education system and the things that we've been taught and the things that we've been programmed to believe has set us up for failure. So here's the thing that I in my research I learned. So we've all been programmed. We've all gone through, unfortunately, the miseducation institution that have dumbed us down to think the way that we think. And who we are, we attract who we are. The level of income that we've attracted is because of the making of who we become, right? And we became who we are today because of the things that we believed in. We bought into this belief system that is so not real, right? And we've been programmed to think about to believe and to think about all the things that are untrue, but also all the things that hold us back. And I discovered that it was the Rockefellers, right? One of the richest families in America, that designed the school system during the industrial age. And why did they design the school system? Number one, they designed the school system because they had factories and they needed to prepare people to work in the factories. So hundreds of years later, we still have the same system that was designed to walk you through, to teach you nothing, just to prepare you to go work in the factories. Well, there's no factories anymore. There's just only jobs, right? But we've falling for that, right? And here's how powerful just the indoctrination and the programming is. Like, we're all in different places. Most of us have never met each other before. We don't know nothing about each other's lives, with the exception of the things that I shared with you, right? But I guarantee you, we all know this. There's a cereal. I think it was, I can't remember the name of the cereal, but there's a tiger on it. Tony the Tiger says, what? You are great. We all know that, right? Frosty Lucky Charm says what? You're magically delicious. We all know that, right? So we all know all of the things that does us no justice and does not add no money to our bank account. We've been programmed to believe that these are the things that you need to know. These are the things that you need to go buy. So I don't know if you all have read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Oh, man, I read that book when I was like 20 something, and it just literally changed the way that I thought about business as a whole. But it just also helped me to understand that is what you're taught that makes the difference of how much you can elevate your lifestyle. It's just based off knowledge, right? But it's not the knowledge that you learn in the indoctrination schools. It's the knowledge that you learn from other people who have lived and gone through and succeeded in life. Those are the nuggets. learning from people like Zig Ziglar. These are some of my favorite thought leaders. Zig Ziglar, Jack Canfield. I love what is his name? He does the book Make Today Count. John Maxwell. I like these thought leaders. They put you into a space to where you're starting to think differently. And then you start to understand that there's more to life than what we see in our everyday thing. And here's another thing that I learned, right? Biblically speaking, the Bible has prepared us for success, but we've been brainwashed to believe that the Bible is all about religion and is all about going to church and catching the Holy Ghost and all those different things. But when you read the Bible as an adult, like from an education standpoint, when you read the Bible, literally it gives us all the principles that we need to succeed. Number one, it says in the beginning, when it talks about the foundation, how God created the earth and he created everything before he created man in his own image. But it talks about God, the being who activated, who created, who did the thing to have the world. So the be do have success principle started in the Bible. And it talks about King Solomon, the book of King Solomon. It talks about how King Solomon, and I want you guys like read it for yourself. I'm just saying, look up the story of King Solomon, because I know some of you are probably Bible scholars as well. But read the book of King Solomon, because it talks about how he was a premium entrepreneur. So I talk about qualifications, becoming the premium entrepreneur so that you can attract a premium client like the government. Well, King Solomon was a premium entrepreneur who consulted people. And he consulted them in exchange for rubies and diamonds and quality, priceless commodities to the tune of millions of dollars. They paid him. In the Bible day, they paid him millions of dollars for his consulting services. So as a government contractor, what you are is a consultant for the government. And the government is also a premium buyer who will pay you millions of dollars when you build your business with the basis of King Solomon. It's in the Bible. He didn't say build a business for broke. You can build there's two ways that you can build a business. You can build a business for broke, which 90% of small business owners who do not know the information that you're learning, they build a business for broke because they do not understand. And because they've been indoctrinated and told the wrong things, and they have bought into that belief system, right? But you can also build a business that's highly profitable, that's going to create generational wealth for you, right? You do that by understanding what it takes to get there and then doing the work to actually get there.